Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Rita Indrawati. I'd like to share with you my learning video concerning with RI Academy podcast, One Students, One Creativity. Well, creating podcasts is one of prominent activities in my courses. The podcast I'd like to show you is from paragraph writing course. They are the second semester students of Palembang class, English Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Sriwijaya University in 2022. Creating a podcast in paragraph writing represent a team-based project after the students, through a case method, learn everything about paragraph writing. So, based on our study program's curriculum, outcome-based education, I provide students with pre-writing 4 kinds of paragraph writing, the process of academic writing, paragraph overview, characteristics of good paragraph, kinds of logical order, and concrete support such as argumentations and example to develop their paragraph. Right, before you watch the podcast, you must know that the podcast was created by the students after I gave the whole materials that I have mentioned before. In order to master how to write academic paragraph, I implemented it through creative and innovative ways. The approach I used was constructivism approach. There were 7 topics that the students have written so far: Facebook, YouTube, mother, spices, reading, hobby, facilities, and TikTok. Well, now let's watch the podcast. I expect that you like it. RI Academy Podcast, One Students, One Creativity.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, how are you today? It's nice to meet all of you guys here. Welcome to Rita Indrawati Academic Podcast today. So today I got a very valuable opportunity because if we usually meet on Mira's podcast, but not for today because today we meet on a different occasion and we meet today on Academic Podcast. I'm very happy to know that I was entrusted to be a host of today's academic podcast. So today I'm going to talk about the topic of tips for good paragraphs with our special guest today. So our guest is one of second semester students of English Education Study Program in Sriwijaya University. So I am Amira Delani Salsabila. As a host, will accompany you to discuss the current issue in the paragraph writing course lecture by Mem Rinda Itrawari. And so guys, stay tuned. So, dear all podcasters all around the world, wherever you are, please welcome me, Octavian.
Oh, hello, Mira. Oh, thank you for the lively welcome. Hello,
Yeah.
viewers. Introduce myself. My name is Octavian Jantoko. Thanks to my friend Mira who has invited me to this
Okay.
podcast. So Mira, why did you invite me to this podcast? Did you miss me?
Of course, Octa, I miss you so much because we haven't met for about 2 years, right? So can you tell me how is it going, Octa?
Yes, that's how it is now. Thanks God, I'm strong. surrounded by good people and also given help. How about you?
Oh, of course, I feel the same as you, Opa. I also feel so grateful of all the happiness that come to my life. So, by the way, Octavia, now you are a student of Surya University, right, Octa?
Yes, Mira, how do you know? Are you in this university too?
No, I'm not. I know it from my friend. So, are you learning to make a good paragraph, good writing, or something else, Octa?
So, what I learned from Memorita lesson is that there are a lot of material. I'll explain. The first is about making a paragraph with a model structure which is correct. The example is like making a paragraph about spices. Uh, Here, my aim is like emphasizing the skill of the student that by looking at his development, Mem already know that his student have developed quite a bit and were tested by making 4 paragraphs about spices.
Wow, about spices? So, did you write about the spices, Octa? Well, I think it must be very interesting, right? So, what spices did you write, Octa? Can you explain me?
Oh yeah, of course. I will explain, but before that, I will show you the picture that I had collect.
Okay, okay.
So this is the picture, and I made a paragraph about kenchur, coriander leaves, coriander seeds, and clove. It's very
Oh, okay.
interesting that we made this paragraph. We also not only hone our skill in writing paragraph, but have a additional insight about the benefits of this spice from health and in cooking.
Oh, okay, okay, I see. So, beside the picture, we also have the video of the trees, right, Octa?
Yes, Mira.
Explain me a little bit about this tree.
This is about clove tree. Yes,
Yes?
uh, clove is a spice that can produce a dark or black color in cooking. This spice
Oh,
is popularly used as a raw one cooking ingredient. Do you
oh,
know
I
that?
see.
Yes, Mira. I've used these 2 spices that I wrote in my paragraph. The first to make grilled chicken, and I used to add coriander seeds so it wasn't PC. And
Mm,
second was conjure to make a drink as a treatment for my stomach ulcer.
okay, I see. So I think the spices that you write, it's also very useful, right, Okta?
Yes,
And
Mira, of
if you're
course.
talking about the spices that you write, have you ever made a food with these spices, Okta?
Yeah, I usually drink a conjure to relieve a pain from my heartburn and many things.
Mm,
Clove can also be used in addition to vitamin C in the body. If it can be processed properly, why does it have to be right? Yes, because clove has cyanide in it. It shouldn't be consumed directly.
oh, I see. So paragraph writing lecture really has many useful, right? Besides, it can help you to learn about writing. It's also help you to know about the spices, right? Okay, guys, we are now at the end of our discourse. Let's listen to the guest essential things of the material discussed. So, Octa, time is yours.
So, the importance of today's podcast is that I share information about how to make a good paragraph and also gave a little information about the spices that are usually used.
Okay, thank you so much, Octa. So, guys, our guest has highlighted the point of today's discussion. So, I would like to tell the point about how to make a good paragraph. The first one is we should have a clear topic sentence. The second one is we should have a supporting sentence. The third one, we should have a transition word. And the last one, we should have a conclusion. So thank you so much, Okta, for sharing or taking time to come on Academic Podcast today. I'm very happy to able to talking with you about many things, especially if you talk about these useful things like this. Okay.
Yes, I also want to say thank you, Mira, for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share my story and experience. And thank you also for giving me the opportunity to share tips and writing. I hope we can meet again soon, Mira, because
Oh
I
yeah,
really
Okta.
miss you so much.
Oh yeah. Do you miss me, Okta?
Yes, I do.
Let's meet in another change, Okta. Stay healthy and stay hydrated too, Okta.
You too, Mira. Bye bye.
Bye. So guys, I want to say a big thank you to Memrita Indrawari for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to be a host on today's podcast. Even though this is a new podcast, but it was an amazing experience for me. And I also wanted to say thank you for those who have taken the time to watch this podcast. So hopefully this podcast is useful for all of you.
Well, you have enjoyed the podcast. Do you like it? Hopefully. That's all my learning video, academic paragraph writing in podcast. See you in the next learning video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.